Okay, so we need to start at the beginning, and that means putting magnets in the rotor. This has places for 12 magnets, and the first thing, okay, what we're doing is going around, and that one's attracting, that one's repelling, that one's attracting, that one's repelling. So once I get them all in, I've got to make sure I've got them in the correct direction. I could always put dots on them to know which way is which, one way or the other. The biggest point right now is putting them in. What I want to make sure I do is make them where they're flush. You see how flush? Can you see how flush they are? When I press them in, I was blaming on elephant footing on the, but see, this one is not going in all the way. And so what I want to do is carve it out a little bit without cutting my fingers. Okay. And then I can press it in and then give it a little bit of shove, not so it's not too hard, it's not too tight, because I don't want it to crack across the PLA. I think that is one of the problems I had. Yes, I got the right direction. But once I finish all this, what I need to do is rough down the edges. Can you hear my timer going off in the background? I need to rough up the edges before I glue it in. But I have not had any trouble of the magnets sucking out of these when I was using just super glue to glue on here. So this is the first step. Okay, so I went through and I trimmed out the excess on the back, but you don't want to trim out too much, and because I think I made some of them too loose. But okay, so I'm going to go through and take them all out, and I'm going to go out and rough up the edges. All right, so I may be excessively geared up for all this. Wait a minute, here we go. But many years of being in the working in machine shops, like I said, I still have a scar from when I was 19 years old. Whoa, that's all. Whoa, that's no good. I just want to brush it a little. That's all it does. And these are my good gloves, so I don't want to drill a hole in my gloves. It's a little too late for that. I don't need to grind it off, I just need to rough them up a little bit. Can you see it? How's it look? Looks roughed up. All right, that's good. Let's go back in. All right, I want to do one more thing, and that is I've got a little dish soap in my hand here, and I'm going to wash these to get the I don't know, some oil off of them. I actually read, I'm going to do the magnets too a little bit here to get the dust off of them. I actually read that you should wash your PLA before you paint it. We're not going to be painting it, but I want to make sure there's no, I'm thinking there's oil. Well, you know this stuff is plastic, so it's got to have some kind of oil, even if it's cornstarch. Oh, get our corn oil on there. Okay. Oops. Just wanted to rinse them off and let them dry good. Okay, I'm going to leave these dry at least for an hour or so, just because I like this glue here. Hey, Gorilla Glue, you want to sponsor me? It's not the same as the super glue. Of course, I don't know the chemical, but it's nice and thick. The first motor I built, I bought super glue, and it turned out to be this foamy stuff. It was really weird. But this says somewhere that it doesn't expand. I can't remember. Anyway, this stuff is great. I like this. Here's the super glue. One tube's missing. I don't know what I did or used it for. And for the very first builds, I was super gluing. I guess, I don't know where. I think this is stuff my dad bought 100 years ago. It may be Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, something. I don't know. Anyway, after I let it dry for about an hour, I'm gonna let it. I'll be gluing it in with this. Okay, so I have a little bit of experience doing this. So I've got something set up here, something cooked up, not to mention gloves, because inevitably I end up gluing my fingers. This is a metal pie sheet that was, yeah, one of those things supposed to be trashed. What I'm going to do, I'm thinking what I'm going to do. Because what I wanted to do, because I don't feel like glue gets down inside there good, so I'm going to put a little drip of glue. No matter how I do this, it's going to be messy. I'm going to put a little drip of glue down inside of there. Am I? Yeah, in camera. All right. I'll probably fast forward this because of how exciting it is, and I should have done it on the other side instead of this side. Anyway, I coat it with plastic so that it will not stick, and I think the plastic comes off pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put every other one first. Oh yeah, I like the gloves because then I can just play all kinds of crazy. All right, I'm going to do every other one this direction, and then I can flip it over and do every other one this direction. This is the harder of the two directions because of the, well, I say that. Well, I think that glue is working really good. All right, and the whole idea is that I can smash it down here and they should be nice and flat. And if I take this, I can see a repel, attract, repel, attract. Yep, perfectamundo, just what I was shooting for. Okay, let's do this one. And we'll call it good for the day. And I'll put a drip in each one of these. I don't know why it wasn't this one, if it was another one I had that turned yellow, or if it was what I was using, but you can really see it on the, man, I am making a mess. But you can really see it on the rotor. Yeah, it's nice. Wearing gloves is nice. Okay, so we'll go every other one like this side. Oops. and then every other one on this side. God, it doesn't look like I have enough magnets to do this, but these are the ones I took out of it. Okay, yeah. You know, it's like working on a car. You always end up with some extra screws. Why doesn't that one fit? Okay, you little... all right. Did I flip it over? Oh my God. I don't know which direction it's going now. I've got to test this to make sure that I did it right. And pull that one out before... Now I don't want to touch anything. Okay, attract, repel, attract, repel, attract, repel, attract, repel, attract, repel, attract, repel, attract. Okay. All right. Yes. We are golden. Okay. So I want to smash these all down in here to get them nice and smooth. Same with these. And then I'm just going to let it set, let it rest. I think, you know, they say let food rest, and I think what happened is the French got hold of the word let it set, and when they translated it to rest, and so, you know, the French mess everything up. So that's just okay. We'll see how long that takes. Okay, so let's peel these off of here. See how much trouble we have. Yep, that's what I thought. On there pretty good. Yeah. It's the magnets that are so strong. It's not the glue. Actually, we got glued. Okay, that looked good. That worked. You can see a little bit where the glue textured the PLA. Okay, let's see if we can get this one off as easy. There we go. See, it looks I worry you hear when I run the motor, a lot of times you can hear noise, like it clunking, something's clunking, you know, and that's usually what it is this glue. Feels like it pulled them down further than I wanted it to. I don't know, that is pretty darn flat there. Yeah, that's pretty darn flat. I don't think they're pooching out. Anyway, like I said, usually when that noise is the glue clacking on there. Okay, one more thing I wanted to do. Did I put them on these yet? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. And what's cool, let's see if it does it. Yeah, there, you can feel them magnetically locking together so that they'll be in the right place. And the other thing I did, was I printed the stator as one piece. And we're going to see how that works out, because that's a pretty decent gap in there. Not bad, not good. I mean, these aren't precision or anything. I mean, I'm not expecting high precision with the quality of print I'm doing. I don't think I'm going to put the carbon fiber strips in there. I think there's plenty of space. But anyway, once we get the whole thing going, oh, here they are. Had them hidden. Okay, so you see this is the end cover. I decorated it. And these are the spacers. See, I've got to put some washers in here. Let's try this washer first. See, it's still rubbing. And that's the trick, is getting the correct amount of spacing in there so that it doesn't rub. Come on, get in there. See, now it's rubbing against the stator. I should have bought some actual shims. I printed this. I may print some. So that's less than 2. Where'd that other one go? So that's what I probably need to print some that are right at 3. So anyway, there we are. That's the rotors printed, and that's how they're going to sit on there. So the next step is going to be winding the I like the way that feels. I'm going to be winding the coils for the stator. And you see how I have the wire guides fitted in there. So that's next. Stay tuned.